It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Jets and the Colts on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Richardson going right to the air. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Richardson now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson working from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They go play action with Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking for Jelani Woods that time. Third down here. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Colts have the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does you get points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Okay, ready?
Now Hall to start the drive until about the 23. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Hall again on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming up in last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't err too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Off play action, Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and now it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 6-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Congrats on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our kicks away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Sheds off the tackle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ready.
6-0 our score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On the ground, it's Wilson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Evan Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have regained the lead. The extra point by the Colts up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend it and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 3. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Second and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson looking to throw. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 2. Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Richardson. Forced out to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coe. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Jets now to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
Ready, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the counter, it's Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He finds Wilson. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football defensively, though. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in here by Patrick. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now it's Richardson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
Exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out come the Jets. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
On the ball. Ready.
A give up the middle to Carter. That's a run to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dayo Odeyingbo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're going to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, here's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Second and 9 now. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Okay, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's trying to get as much as he can. Boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough in a first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hall on a give up the middle. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to take this home, no run. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. That's pulled in by Wilson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Back to throw. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Richardson now on second down. He'll get this one to Patrick. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now
the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave